Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
The following portion of Studio 512 is paid for by Papa John's Austin. Hey y'all, did you know National Pepperoni Pizza Day is coming up on Saturday, September 20th? Of course, Papa John's knows we all want to celebrate, so they're rolling out a tasty idea to get people talking. Austin Director of Operations, KXAN Woods, is here to tell us more about it. KXAN, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we have been saying this in the office all week because it's just so fun to say. Will you say it first? What is the product we're talking about today?
We are launching the Papa Dippa.
Papa Dippa! It's just really fun to say. One more time.
Papa Dippa.
Papa Dippa. Why not? I think that's a ton of fun. And what exactly is the Papa Dippa?
Okay, so the Papa Dippa, of course, is going to start with our fresh, never frozen crust and our dough. And it's going to start with a creamy Alfredo base as the sauce. And then we're actually going to put a swirl of pizza sauce around there.
Nice.
And then, of course, it's going to get our mozzarella cheese. And then we're actually going to also add 3 cheese blend to the product as well. Then of course we can add pepperoni, but the customers, they can add whatever topping they want.
Okay. It's just maybe for National Pepperoni Day, you might want to be doing the pepperoni.
Yeah, which is tomorrow. And the good thing about that is we also have a buy one, get one free because of that. And so great opportunity to jump right in, order the Papa Dippa, and then get another one for free.
It's just such a fun term to say. And I do want to ask what makes it a Papa Dippa. It's one, the way you've cut, very cleverly so, an original style pizza.
Right, and so instead of the 8 slices, you get 16 little slices. And it's great because you get to dip them in our new sauces that we're also launching.
Oh, and we're going to have to talk about those sauces, KXAN. All right, so you guys, of course, are, in my opinion, the OG, the original, when I think about garlic dipping sauce. So good. It would be the reason I would call up Papa John's when I was younger, because I want that crust in that sauce. So darn good. Okay, but you've gotten even fancier. So talk to me about some of the garlic sauces that we've got here now.
Well, of course, we have our special garlic sauce. That's never going anywhere. But we also are launching our roasted garlic Parmesan sauce. We have our garlic hot honey.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Oh, it's amazing. And it's not too hot, so it will be perfect. And then we have our creamy garlic pesto.
Okay.
That's also chef touch.
I was going to say, I don't think I've ever put pesto with pizza before.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
This is why you have to do the dipping, the Papa Dip. Papa Dippa.
Yeah.
All right, so it's cool that it comes with all these great sauces, but there is more than that as far as wonderful smells on the table. I think people might be surprised to find that a pizza place does desserts. So can you talk to us just about that a little bit?
Yeah, and so a great thing to go along with pizza, everybody needs desserts, and I just want to bring the brownie and the cookie, and we also have other desserts as well. But these go great with the Papa Dippers, and you can't beat it.
You can't be, you're right. All right, so you did say that, pepperoni, a great choice for Saturday, and it's that awesome BOGO deal, which we'll circle back around to in just a moment. But we want to talk about customization, because even though you've come out with this awesome idea, you still want to give customers the ability to put their own touch on it.
Right, and so, of course, we have the National Pepperoni Day tomorrow, but you don't have to order pepperoni. If you like sausage, you can get sausage, chicken, pineapple, that's my favorite.
With some of these hot sauces, that sounds really good.
It pairs perfectly with the garlic hot honey. And so
you and I would be pizza friends. We would share this. My husband is like sweet and meat, they don't go together, but I think a Hawaiian is one of the best things that you can have. All right, so lots of opportunities for customization, and as we mentioned, a fantastic deal, but that deal isn't around for very long.
No, and so everybody's going to want to jump on it while you can, because it is going through the end of the weekend. It ends on the 21st.
Okay, so it's just the 21st, and when we say BOGO, what do we really mean?
BOGO means buy one, get one free.
Get one free. So all you have to do is purchase one of these, and all of a sudden you've got a party.
And we're throwing another one for you.
Oh, I love the sound of that. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be the Papa Dippa. You can get anything.
Okay, BOGO.
But I would get the Papa Dippa.
All right. It's good to know from the expert. Okay, and if you're a rewards member, you could have points racking up. You could be learning about specials and things like that. So what would be the benefits of someone signing up for Papa John's Rewards?
So the benefits would be that you could also earn the points, as you stated, and you could eventually get free pizzas.
Oh, really?
But even better, you can get early access to certain things that we launch in the future.
I was going to say, what could be better than free pizza? But you're right. Okay, so there's some locks that you can see there at the bottom of the screen. That's the earning of points that will get those things unlocked. Okay, pretty cool. How do we get a hold of one of these pizzas, or 2 or 10, if we're feeling like we want to feed a crowd?
Well, you can just visit your local Papa John's, but you can also go to papajohns.com and order from there, or your app.
So downloading the app, that's a good thing too.
Yes, yes, it makes everything smoother, simple.
Oh, okay. They're on top of technology over here, I tell you what, but still going old school with that garlic sauce. I love it so much. The Papa Dippa.
Papa Dippa.
Papa
Don't you love
Dippa.
to say that?
So
Papa Dippa.
fun. Yeah, I really appreciate it, KXAN. Thank
problem,
you.
Rosie.
All right. The buy one, get one deal is only happening for a few more days. You also hop to it and get your Papa Dippa by ordering online or on the app. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Papa John's Austin. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Ally Medical ER. As the kiddos head back to school, many parents worry about the wave of seasonal illnesses that often follow. Dr. Jessica Best, MD and Medical Director at Ally Medical ER Central Austin, shares what families should know when it comes to colds, flu, RSV, and COVID, and how to keep the kids healthier this semester and this school year in total. So Dr. Best, first question for you. With those kids heading back to school, what illnesses are top of mind for parents?
Oh gosh, well if you have any kids in daycare and school, you already know we're seeing it all. We have flu, we have COVID, we have strep, RSV, and many others that can sometimes present similar to each other and sometimes not. So unfortunately, once the kids get back together, you're going to see the bump.
But how can we help parents tell the differences, maybe if they're a little bit more simplistic between these illnesses?
Sure. So if you're dealing with maybe low-grade fever and runny nose and maybe mild cough, maybe we're dealing more with a cold. So maybe RSV. COVID can present similarly. Flu may give you that big high fever right at the beginning and myalgias or body aches.
So when should a parent take their child to the ER?
Okay, so if there's prolonged fever, over 100.4 degrees, especially getting up to those 102, 103, 104, where you're really getting worried, or maybe you can't get the fever down with Motrin or Tylenol, that can be very worrisome for parents and of course for your child.
All right, what should families do maybe to keep these illnesses, if they can, from ever entering the home? I know that's going to be an uphill battle.
Oh, it is, because you probably want your child to go to school or go to daycare. And of course, kids are going to play with each other, with the toys, put everything in their mouth, so it can be very hard to prevent this while at school. Hopefully your kid, the teachers and you are practicing good hand hygiene, teaching them cover their mouths when they cough. Maybe they wear a mask. Maybe you keep them out of school when they're sick to prevent the other littles from getting sick. There's COVID vaccine, flu vaccine that will help maybe prevent illness or maybe the severity of illness.
And how is Ally Medical helping families during this season? You're basically saying, we're not going to make you wait, and we're open whenever you need us.
Yeah, so we have 7 locations. One of them is likely close to you. We're open 24/7, staffed with board-certified emergency physicians. We get you in quick, we get you tested real quick, and we can usually get a treatment started in-house.
And I've used y'all's services, so I'll put my hand up and say, it was excellent. All right, Dr. Best. Thank you for what you're doing for our families this season. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ally Medical ER has 7 locations across the greater Austin area. Use online check-in at allymedical.com for added convenience. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Ally Medical ER. Ooh, spooky season is upon us, and you know what that means. Austin's House of Torment is back for its 23rd season. People love being scared by them. Joining us now are the creative director and general manager, Michael Faust, alongside makeup artist Darren LeBlanc and performer Mobius. Hey, Mobius. He's not going to be very nice after this. He is going to be mean mugging for us, as he is a grave robber eventually. But we've started with a primer coat. and we're going to see how far we can get here in the next couple of minutes. So good morning, Michael. So fun. We were just talking off camera. You've actually been the guy who does stuff like this too. You were on Face Off.
Yeah, that was a little bit ago, but yeah. That's where I started to get my love for the craft and hone my skills. So.
And speaking of honing skills, you made everything that we can see, or you made this. I was going to say I didn't know if it was everything, but for sure.
But this is one of my buddies, Wayne Anderson, who was on the show with me. Then my brother Matt Valentine. So.
And look at this.
The Face Off family kind of keeps it in the family together, but all of this you'll see at House of Torment also.
This is really cool stuff. So yeah, I think it brings up a good point. If you haven't heard of House of Torment, maybe you're a new Austinite. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is our 23rd year. Everyone may remember us at Highland Mall. That's where we got our big legacy. That's some of the flyers that are here that you can see.
Kind of like old tickets and stuff like that. Yeah,
and those are actually mine when I first started. And House of Torment, we bring brand new attractions every year, bigger monsters, cooler stuff like you can see here, bigger sets. And with it being
our professional grade.
Well, a lot of it is, and a lot of them are done by actual people who work in the industry, movie industry and whatnot, and they also want to sell their craft to haunted houses, entertainment companies, and that's what we do. But like I said, with House of Torment every year, 23rd year, we try to bring it as big and better. As being Austin's only and longest running haunted house, we always try to push the envelope as much as we can.
That is so cool. All right. Let's talk a little bit about the monster that's coming to life in front of us. I'm starting to see more gray go onto his handsome face. Eventually, he will be looking pretty angry, I think.
Yeah.
Tell us about what kind of character we're creating.
And one of these is what we call our in-scene characters.
In-scene?
Yeah, and so this is what you'll see inside. It's normally a quick makeup. It's like 5 minutes that we give Darren and the other makeup artists to do. It has to read to customers within 5 seconds of seeing them, and they know exactly what they're looking at. And so, like Darren had said earlier, it's very just extreme contour beauty makeup, but monsterify it.
Yeah, he said he doesn't do beauty makeup. Yeah. He's a monster man, and he's moving so quickly. Yeah. I am really impressed, Darren.
And outside are our lot monsters, our icon characters. That's what, because we have our big made away our lot, and that's why. So they're the more high grade, full latex, the photo op ready, when you go out there. These are the ones you want to put up on Instagram and TikTok.
And these are made of such surprising materials. You said this was yoga foam?
That's like EVA foam.
Oh my goodness.
This is silicone, and then this is resin.
Oh, it feels like really creepy, alien lifelike. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's talk about this new season. As you said, you always like to continue to push the envelope. Is there anything, I know you can't share it all, but is there anything that you can tell us about what you guys have been preparing?
Yeah, the first house you'll go through is Bloodstained. It's very, I'll give like little teasers, very vampire-centric in a hospital.
Okay.
And we're re-debuting the Countess, which is an old character that we had in the past. House 2 is Cursed, which was an old fan favorite. It's revamped Cursed Pharaoh's Tomb. It features Zahutek, a mummy. There's lizards. You'll go through a VHS store. That's more fun. House 1, Bloodstained, is more intense. House 2 is more fun. House 3 is La Casa de Bruja, and that's Lechusa, if everyone's familiar with that. My grandma, my mom used to scare me about her. She's an owl witch. And so that's what House 3 is, very witches, very that type of story. And that's more character, vocal driven.
Gotcha. And of course, we're talking about being inside the haunted houses, but if people are wanting more thrills than that, there are possible ones, right?
Oh, 100%. We have our fan favorite Phobia Sensory Overload outside. We have 2 brand new mini escapes that if you played the mini escapes before, these are awesome. These are incredible. They're completely brand new. We have our Hades zombie shooter outside. Then we have our 5-for-5 axe throwing. A bunch of new photo ops, and monsters always outside too.
Man, you guys are busy, but you are prepared for the big crowds that you've come to expect during spooky season. I do want to ask a little bit about age range, because everything you've mentioned so far is spooky. But you do things for the kids as well.
100%. On October 26th, we do what we call, it's Trick or Treat, it's Kids Day. We always wanted, a lot of our actors too, they can't go trick-or-treating with their kids, but
that's true.
We're in the spooky
They're giving up their Halloween to give you a 100%. Halloween.
And so we're in the business of tormenting everybody, but we're like, let's treat everybody also. So October 26th, you can look at the dates and times on houseoftorment.com, find out when we're doing trick-or-treat. Inside of the whole house, we cover up anything spooky, bloody, gory, and it's just fun. I was Dracula with the cheesy little fangs drawn on, so it's fun.
So it's Dracula, but done a totally different way than you'll see him otherwise.
Family friendly.
Yeah, which is really awesome. And in the 20 years that you have been with this incredible company, talk to me about some of the changes you've seen as far as what people are requesting when it comes to scares in the last minute here.
A lot of people want, they always want to be scared, but I think more so now everyone just wants to be entertained in some form or fashion, whether it's clowns, laughing, whatever. So that's what we try to do. We try to have a broad spectrum of what we're entertaining, everyone with. And then we debuted it back in 2021, and it was kind of new. It was called Our Secret Bar. It was the neon coffin back in the day. And when we did that, everyone was like, I never knew I wanted that, but now I can't get enough of it. And it's a secret bar inside the haunted house. And now it's called the Nocturne Sanctum, completely brand new. And now that, you have to find it in the haunted house. We'll let you in, but you also have to, you'll see. It's a little secret, but it's really fun.
Something to mark down. Look at those two girls on camera just having an absolute great time. Okay, we're going to have to leave it here. This is as far as we got with our, woo! He doesn't look quite alive, does he?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Very sleep deprived.
Very sleep deprived. Mobius, fantastic, and Darren, great work. Y'all, thank you so much. To be a part of the thrill, get your tickets by visiting houseoftorment.com or follow them on social media at House of Torment. They're going through November 9th. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Power Swabs. Hey y'all, if your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking, we might have a suggestion for you. Jeff Kraft says that you can get whiter teeth and a more noticeable smile in just 5 minutes with Power Swabs. Hi, Jeff.
Rosie, how are you? So good to see you and all the viewers out there in Austin. Great to see you all as well. But yes, so excited to talk to you about Power Swabs today. And in 5 minutes, you're going to see results. And that's what we want. We want results fast. But yeah, thanks for having me on today.
I'm so glad that you're here with us virtually. I told you if you're using Power Swabs, I've got to get some right now. So talk to us about Power Swabs and what it is that it does.
Yeah, revolutionary product that was created by Martin Geniger, a leading teeth whitening expert. And he had patients that would come in and he offered this only to his patients for the first 5 years. And then he opened it up the floodgates to the entire world and is going gangbusters. It's been really exciting for Power Swabs over the years. But yeah, it is such an amazing product. And what his patients had said, they want something from the comfort of their own home. They want something that's easy to use. They want something that's affordable, and they want to see results quickly. And that is what Power Swabs has done. It has really been a great product for so many people around. And with summer coming up, Rosie, come on, we all want to have a big, bright, white smile.
Yeah, that's right. You get a little tan on, you get your bright looking smile, take some good pictures. All right, talk to us about how Power Swabs works.
So Power Swabs is a two-step process. It's very, very easy. What you're going to do is you're going to get this in the mail. That's all you're going to get. It's going to be a 7-day treatment. So you're going to get 7 standout swabs and 7 whiteout swabs. And then we have another little product that we're going to give you for free. I'll talk to you about that as well. That'll be in the project or the package. So what you're going to do is you're going to crack this open in the morning before you go to work, before you do anything, and rub this all over your teeth. And here's something that some people say is like, oh my gosh, is this going to taste bad? No, I don't even spit it out. I actually just, keep it in. It's totally fine. It tastes really good. But you can focus all over your teeth and you can hyper focus on one tooth. And that's what I really like about this is you can hyper focus on that one tooth. And this is going to lift the stains first, and then it's going to hydrate the teeth, hydrate the enamel. And that is where the sensitivity comes in. And that's what people say they do not want. Well, Power Swabs is different. So then you're going to go ahead and crack open the second process. And this is the whitening agent. This is where all the magic happens. Same thing, 2 minutes all over your teeth. And that is it. You do 7 days. You're going to see up to 6 shades whiter. After the very first use, you're going to see up to 2 shades whiter, and results last up to 6 months. How do you like that?
Sounds good to me. And I think about, us hitting wedding season. There are going to be trips that people are looking forward to in the coming months. 7 days is pretty darn easy as compared to weeks of whitening because you had to space it out because your teeth got sensitive, right?
That's right, exactly. We've all seen the trays, we've seen the strips, we've all seen these products. And, a lot of the products, they do work, but at what cost? And that's the thing, the sensitivity comes in. And then once you use it and you have the sensitivity, you never want to do it again. But again, that is why Power Swabs was created, to get rid of the sensitivity so that you can have that instant white smile that you want, again, after the very first use. 2 shades whiter. And here's a great thing about this and what separates it. And people ask all the time because I've got veneers and it works on all dental surfaces. It works on crowns, caps, wooden teeth, natural teeth, whatever you got in your mouth, it's going to whiten up that smile. And that's what I really love.
Yeah, absolutely. This is always where I dime myself and I talk about it. But my front two teeth are veneers as well, and I was told they'll just be that color. I had to go to the tooth factory to pick out the color of my front two teeth, and they said that will never change. The fact that power swabs can work on so many dental surfaces is really surprising.
It really is. And it's something that, viewers that I talk to all the time, every single week, and people have asked me about, my smile. And yes, it just did not come natural. This came with power swabs. And I tell people, you've got to take a chance. And I'm sure you have viewers out there as well that they have a great smile, but they don't show it because they've got a couple of yellow teeth or all their teeth are yellow. And we don't want that. We want your viewers to try this. You've got really nothing to lose. And we're going to talk about this great deal in a second. 50% off. I mean, come on, it doesn't get better than that. So again, we want your viewers to try it, and it's going to last up to 6 months. It's a really great deal.
Absolutely. One last thing I will mention is that with those strips, which I think are one of the most popular things out there, is that you don't get all the way to the back teeth. So the fact that that little cotton swab can go all the way around is really good news.
It really is. You can get it. It's super easy to get. I'm touching the very back of my tooth, and it's really easy. And we've heard that as well. And that is the great thing about power swabs. You're going to see the stick here. And again, you can just put it on, and you just keep dipping it back into the solution, and that is how you cover your teeth. But again, the big thing, you're not going to get that sensitivity because we're hydrating the enamel. We're not just covering up the stains. We're lifting the stains. So there's really so many great processes about this.
Of course. All right. You did mention a couple of times a special offer. What do you guys have going on right now?
Yes, we do. 50% off. 50% off your purchase. You're going to get free shipping and handling. You're also going to get this quick stain out stick. So you can put this in your back pocket, your purse, your Volvo, your truck, whatever you got. So if you're going out, grabbing a glass of wine, and you don't have your toothbrush, nobody wants to carry their toothbrush around anymore. That's back in the day, old school. You just take this out, you're going to twist the solution, and you're going to put this on your teeth, and it's going to go ahead and maintain that white smile until you get home and brush later at night. So again, this is absolutely free, 50% off, and free shipping and handling. But you're going to call the number that's below, the 800 below, or the QR code if we have a QR code up for you guys, and that's how you're going to get this great deal.
Okay, good to know. Thank you so much for your time today, Jeff. We appreciate it.
Rosie, thank you so much.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Power Swabs. Welcome back. He is from right here in the heart of Texas, and he is spreading love through sausage making, one link at a time. Joining us now is Bill Dumas, aka the Sausage Sensei, and what a cool name it is. Bill, good morning.
Good morning to you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. I was going to apologize to the audience in case I made any double entendres on accident, but I feel like you might make a couple on purpose.
Innuendos are my specialty.
Okay, so this is going to be a good time. Let's talk about how you became the Sausage Sensei and kind of your philosophy on sausage. I know it's asking you to boil a lot down into a small amount of time.
Sure, but the crux of it is the sausage is one of the most important barbecue menu items. Brisket, pork ribs, sausage can constitute that of what's known as the holy trinity of barbecue. What I like to do is I like to respect the traditions of sausage as it applies to Texas barbecue, and really poke holes in it. And I like to poke holes in the wieners. So, for example, we have the Brazilian feijoada sausage here, so that's the composed dish.
We were talking about feijoada because I've seen it on one of those like international culinary shows. It's a soup in Brazil, and it's made with black beans and usually pork as well, right? So how have you made this into a sausage?
Well, what I did is I thought about every individual component of the dish, Brazilian feijoada, and I exploded it and I put it back together in a tube. So this actually has every element of the feijoada, the rice, the black beans, the ribs, the linguiça, it's all inside there. And then served, of course, with the chimichurri. So this is just one of the sausages that I like to think a sausage has art. And in that being art, I like to really redefine it, turn it inside out. The case in point.
Case as in casing.
Correct.
In
Unintended.
point. Yeah, exactly. All right, I do want to ask about kind of your approach to flavors because you also have, what is it, Not Your
Daddy's jalapeno cheese. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't. And why isn't it?
Well, because I take elements that I learned during my travels throughout Nuevo Leon, Mexico. So this has chiles ancho, chile guajillo, chile morita seco, and there's a lot of those flavors in here, which I don't find in a lot of my competitors' sausages. So they're all in here.
Well, and I have to ask, you know, you were talking about the Holy Trinity. Why did you decide sausage was the thing you were going to focus on? This is the thing I'm going to give my own personal stamp
That's
to.
an excellent question. Well, I see, as I mentioned earlier, I see sausage as art. It's an applied food science, right? And if we are going to move barbecue forward into the next generation, then I really want to be the guy that thinks about this in an innovative fashion. The purpose of art is perhaps to challenge you and to make you stop and consider. And I want to do that with the humble wiener.
I've never heard someone talk about it so eloquently when we're talking about something like barbecue, but brisket becomes king, and you know, sausage just kind of gets kicked to the back burner. So I'm glad that we're talking about it. You've recently gone abroad, actually. Australia, the UK, down to Central America. Tell me about what the reception was like to you talking about, you know, your approach to making sausage.
Well, it's kind of crazy that you mentioned that, because whenever I first started on this journey, I didn't think that it would take me around the world, yet it has. So that I just returned from Australia and New Zealand, displaying my wares and teaching classes and collaborating with different folks and restaurants throughout 4 different states in Australia as well as in New Zealand. And really what I want to do is, it's become not just a regional mission, now it's an international mission. And in respect to how was it received, well, it blew their ever-loving minds. They didn't know what to think.
Well, and in Australia, I think, I mean, I haven't even been there, and I know like a sausage sizzle is a thing, where it's like, it's just $1 Australian or whatever, and everybody's out there on the barbecue and they stick it on a piece of white bread. And so I bet you brought something brand new to that equation.
100% facts. The one I served at Meat Stock Australia, which was the largest barbecue festival in Sydney, I think maybe 20,000 people in attendance. I brought the peach cobbler sausage with the Jack Daniel's bourbon whiskey reduction sauce. They didn't know what to think.
I wouldn't know what to think either, but it does sound amazing. Okay, as we're getting into our final few seconds here, I'm going to have you pick a little sausage and let's cut one up. And I do want to ask about your classes, because people can learn to become sausage senseis, right, like you.
Absolutely. The folks, they can follow me on my Instagram, social media, sausage_sensei, and I do frequent posts there in respect to upcoming classes and where I'm going to be, such as here. And they can follow me there on Instagram, sausage_sensei, and
learn more about classes.
Learn more. Absolutely.
Oh man, we've got to have you back. You are just, well, you're a sensei. You're full of information. This is so good, this feijoada.
You like that?
Yeah, oh, I love it. I didn't know I would. Thank you so much.
Indeed,
we really
thank
appreciate it, Bill. I'm saying meal.
Well, mission accomplished.
That's what I want. All right, make sure to follow along on social media, as you heard, to learn more about classes at sausage_sensei.
Yep.
Okay, so we've been hearing from our experts that fall is secretly a great time to travel. Fewer people, lower prices, and it can be gorgeous across the United States, whether you want those changing leaves or evergreen fronds. Marika Flatt from Texas Lifestyle Magazine is here to give us some advice. Lovely to see you, my friend, as always.
You too, Rosie.
Let's talk about it. Clayoquot,
Yes.
and I'm so sorry if I'm not saying that correct.
You are saying it correct.
Clayyoquot.
Yes,
Very
yes,
difficult.
it's a First Nations word.
Okay.
So it's on Vancouver Island, and Rosie, if you remember, we talked about this place last spring, and you said, please come back after you've been there.
I saw the pictures. I wanted to go.
Yes. Well, I have been there, and it is just as fabulous as the pictures say that it is.
Look at this.
You arrive on a seaplane, and it is a remote part of Vancouver Island near Tofino. If anybody knows where that is, you're in these white safari tents, super luxurious. This is a trip that you kind of plan for and save for.
Gotcha.
But it's called an adult summer camp for a reason, because you do basically activities in the morning and the afternoon. And I'm talking about things like canyoning, which
I didn't know that was a verb.
this is like one of the funnest things I've ever done on a trip is canyoning. So we could talk about that for an entire segment, but it's on the Bedwell River right here.
I was going to say, will you just tell us what canyoning is?
Okay, so you ride an e-bike and then you get on a stand-up paddleboard and you go down the river and you're in a wetsuit and you swim different places on the river and then you boulder over these boulders.
Whoa.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And I was really proud of myself that
For
I could
making it
boulder.
through all that. Yes. I'd be proud too.
We swam with the salmon because it was, oh, by the way, an important point about this is that it's open May through September.
Okay.
May through September. And the shoulder season is May and September.
Sure.
So
we're in the
think about
final
it.
days. And so even if maybe you can't pull off a weekend getaway right now.
This is a place you want to plan for next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
Yeah.
that idea. How about something totally different? Isla Mirada.
Yes.
Down in the Florida Keys. I said, my brother got married there. And you said, mine
Me too.
So we've had
Yes.
the opportunity to go, but I have never been here.
Yes, Isla Mirada is right in between Key West and Miami, so you can fly into either one, rent a car. I love the vibe in Isla Mirada. It is so cool. It's just kind of Jimmy Buffett, laid back.
Yacht rock.
Yes, exactly. The Islander Resort is right on the beach, has this very cool vintage vibe. I loved that our room opened right to the beach, and there's a games area, there's 2 pools, there's a couple of restaurants, and you can do a fishing charter. Bamboo Charters has half day and full day fishing. The food is great out there because, of course, seafood, but also you can get
Super fresh.
right off the boat, literally. But you can get some great Cuban food down there too.
Oh.
So Bloodline on Netflix, if anybody watched that,
I haven't seen it.
filmed in Isla Mirada.
Oh, okay. Truly looks like paradise if someone were to like make an AI version of
Yes,
it.
it's gorgeous
I'm pretty
down
impressed by that. Okay, Haywood County, North Carolina. You actually haven't been here yet.
Right.
But this is really exciting because I went to North Carolina about this time a year or 2 ago in the fall, and the leaf changes were just stunning. I could not
Yes.
believe how gorgeous it was.
So have you heard the term leaf peeping?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we use
So-
that term often around here.
I wore this
Yeah.
dress for this purpose
Oh.
of leaf peeping. But yes, so the fall is a great time to go to Haywood County. I will be going in a couple of weeks and definitely can report back. But there's 5 mountain communities that make up Haywood County.
Oh, wow.
There's lots of great hiking because the Great Smoky Mountain National Park has an entrance in Haywood County. If you've heard of the Blue Ridge Parkway, 46 miles of it go through Haywood County. And lots of
Stunning.
great scenic overlooks, lots of elevation. The food around there is known as Appalachian food. So think of a version of that mixed with our great Southern cuisine. That's what you'll find there in Haywood County. And lots of great kind of ranch type places to stay where you have plenty of space. Look at those leaves.
I know, just looks amazing.
Yeah.
We're in our last minute, so we've got
Yes.
2 things to address.
Yeah.
1, Pause Up Montana, and
Yes.
2, a giveaway in Seguin.
Yes. So I guess we could talk about that real quick first. That's what's coming up on TexasLifestyleMag.com is we're doing a giveaway to the Texas Lifestyle Magazine Lake House, which is in Seguin. So that's super fun. And then Pause Up Montana, this is a place that's been on my radar for 2 decades. And I've heard lots of great things about it. This is a resort on a ranch, a working ranch. And so there's over 50 activities. There's 3 different types of accommodations at this place. Lots of fly fishing and hiking as well. So Montana is one of those that you can go any time of year.
Yeah.
But fall and winter, you're going to get the best deals.
Boy, it looks absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
So many great expert tips today, Marika. Thank you for your time. Guys, read Marika and her crew's articles online and learn more by visiting TexasLifestyleMag.org.
Hey everyone, this is Maddie, the videographer for Studio 512. The summer heat is on, but that doesn't mean you have to stay indoors. Put on some sunscreen and join us as we go on some outdoor adventures in Austin. Let's hop over to Ladybird Lake and kayak into the sunset. Lone Star Kayak Tours provides life jackets and kayaks for their daily sunset tour. We had the choice of riding single or tandem kayaks. We paddled east and the water felt so good. And check out these downtown views. We had awesome tour guides. They talked about different parts of the skyline and shared some old Austin history. As an Austin native, I loved this. Floating on the water and listening to their stories was such a vibe. I booked the Sunset Bat Tour, so as the sun went down, we paddled to the South Congress Bridge. We watched the sunset on the water. Once it got dark, the tour guides lit up the bridge so we could see the bats. The view is great from down here. Look at all the bats. The whole experience took about 2 hours, but it went by so fast. This is hands down the best way to see Austin's beautiful skyline. It was a great time on the water. Thanks to Lone Star Kayak Tours. I recommend dressing comfortably and bringing a friend to help you paddle. Catch more fun here at Studio 512, live every weekday at 11 a.m. And follow us on social media. Let us know how you're adventuring this summer. Stay cool, Austin.
Hey, we are happy to be able to offer you some help if you're out there searching for jobs. KXAN has partnered with ZipRecruiter to help you find thousands of job openings in Austin and around the country. Just go to kxan.com/jobs where you can search thousands of new postings every single day. Check it out right now and get started on the path to your next career.
Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Papa John's, Ally Medical ER, Power Swabs, and the Roof Resource.